I exposed my husband's coworker for spreading lies. Now he's getting fired. A few months ago, after years of trying, my husband and I were blessed with a beautiful, healthy baby boy. As proud parents, we were over the moon. Our friends, family, and even my husband's coworkers shared in our excitement. My husband and I are both Black, which is important to this story. Right after I gave birth, my husband sent an email to his office announcing our son's arrival, attaching a photo of our little one. We were basking in the joy of new parenthood, but that joy was soon interrupted by something ridiculous. A couple of weeks later, after returning to work, my husband came home furious. Apparently, a new young employee, someone he barely knew, had been spreading rumors. He was telling anyone who would listen that my husband couldn't be our son's father. His reasoning? That baby is too light-skinned, and his hair is too long and straight. That's a white man's baby, or maybe an Asian's. Not only did this guy question my husband's paternity, but he also tried to make himself look smart by convincing others that my husband was a fool for not realizing he'd been cheated on. For those who don't know, Black babies are often born lighter and darken over time. Their hair texture also changes gradually. Our son was no exception. He now looks exactly like my husband. My husband confronted the guy, but he denied everything, claiming he only joked that the baby was too cute to be his. Others in the office confirmed the real story, though. Luckily, management moved him to a different shift that same week, so my husband didn't have to deal with him anymore. That is, until a company event this past weekend. The event allowed employees to bring their families, so we took our son, and guess who walked up right as we were chatting with my husband's boss? None other than Brown Noser McMouth himself. He inserted himself into our conversation, shook the boss's hand, and introduced himself like nothing had happened. That's when my anger surged back. I looked him straight in the eye and said, "I don't believe we've met, but aren't you the guy who told everyone in the office that I cheated on my husband and our son couldn't be his?" His face turned bright red, and he went completely silent. My husband's boss gave him a hard look and said, "See me in my office first thing Monday," before walking away. My husband later told me I went too far since the situation had already been handled, but I disagreed. It wasn't over for me until I had my say. After all, I was the one being lied about. Now, I'm pretty sure that guy is out of a job, but am I the a-hole for putting him on the spot?